a student physical therapist, and today we're going to be talking about sitting posture in 25 to 55-year-olds that work desk jobs. So now, if you're working a desk job, you're probably sitting at your desk for 6 to 8 hours a day. You probably don't get many breaks, and you probably develop bad posture due to this. So with this bad posture, it could cause increased compression on your spine, which can lead to injury, which can be very painful, and it can also lead to muscle weakness in your back and your stomach. And basically the goal of physiotherapist is to prevent injury and to improve function. So you're not going to be able to do your best work if you're in pain, so we want to keep you pain free. So with this bad posture, you might get pain in your neck, you might get headaches, you might get shoulder pain, you might get low back pain. So we need to assess your posture, and there's certain landmarks to assess posture. So basically we're going to look at your ear, your shoulder, your elbow, your hip, your knee, and your foot. We're also going to look at things about your workstation. So these are things you can control. Things like screen height, chair height, screen position, and keyboard and mouse position. And the thing with the keyboard and mouse position is we also want to prevent carpal tunnel, because that is included in your posture.
Hi, I'm Giovanni, your student physical therapist. I'm going to be talking to you about sitting posture, as my friend Mike talked about. We live in an age where we are sitting and using computers a lot more, and this can lead to a lot of problems with posture, specifically if you're working for long hours. This is a perfect example of posture that we should not be using, especially if we're sitting in a long time in a desk. Ideally, we want your ear to be in line with your shoulder, your elbow should be at a 90 degree, and if you look now, kind of like the long curve on his spine. He also kind of has a forward head. We also ideally want the hips and his knee to be at a 90 degree angle, and specifically also both of his feet should be planted on the ground. They shouldn't be kind of crossed, and ideally we want them kind of facing forward. We have our desk worker move back a little bit, and also told him to wear shorts so we can see the landmarks for his lower body. One of the cues that we can give to bring the ear aligned with the shoulder is kind of to bring the neck back, and it helps bring in the ear with the shoulder. And the next cue is kind of to squeeze your shoulder blades up, bring it up a little, which also brings the elbow kind of at a 90 degree angle. Here you can see that his hips are a little better now that they're kind of at a 90 degree angle, and also with his knee. And also here we see that his feet are now planted both and are facing forward. So ideally this is kind of the posture that we want him to be sitting at.
I'm Mike, and I'm a student physical therapist. And now once we fix Anthony's posture, now we're going to do some changes to his workstation. So first thing what we want to do is we want to adjust the seat height. So just like what Gio said, so you're going to back up a little tiny bit. Good. So now if you could stand up. Good, now you can sit back down. So what we want is the hip to be aligned with the knee, and the knee be over the ankle. All right, so and the feet to be flat. So we want a 90, 90, 90. So 90 with the ankle, 90 with the knee, then 90 with the hip along with the back. All right, so next, what we're gonna do is we're going to put it in position for the computer. To adjust the screen height, what we could do is to lift up the monitor, slide some books underneath the computer, and then place the computer back on top so Anthony's eyes are eye level to the top of the screen. So now we have the screen set up, so when Anthony goes on the computer, right, he doesn't want to have his wrist on the ground or up in the air, so he wants it nice and level, just like that. So when he types, his eyes are right to the screen, his back is nice and relaxed and neutral, okay? And then if he wants to go and touch the mouse, and everything's in line.
Okay, now that we have shown you how to correct your own posture, we're going to tell you some tips and tricks to help you maintain this good posture. So the first part of this is you just need to be aware. So if you're aware that you want good posture, then that's going to constantly remind you like, oh, I need to sit up straight. And this could be done, maybe you want to put a sticky note on your desk to remind you, or set a timer on your phone to remind you, oh, I need to sit up straight now.
Enjoyed our video on good and bad posture. Hopefully now you'll be a little bit more aware of how to properly align your body so that you can avoid some discomfort during prolonged sitting and working.